While most medications are conveniently measured in milligrams or milliliters, insulin is dosed in units. When you use your insulin pen or draw insulin from a vial into an insulin syringe, the number you see is neither in milligrams nor milliliters. It's the number of international units of insulin. It's quite confusing and ambiguous for most patients, but there's actually a reason for this particularity. But don't worry, because today we'll focus on insulin units. We'll go through what exactly is an international insulin unit, why and how to convert it into milliliters or milligrams. We hope you find this video informative, and without further ado, let's get started. What is an international insulin unit? When insulin was discovered in 1921, scientists could not measure an insulin molecule's mass or volume, so they came up with another model unique to insulin dosage. One international unit of insulin was defined as the amount of insulin necessary to lower fasting blood sugar in laboratory rabbits by 2.5 millimoles per liter. Nowadays, thanks to advanced technology, we know that 1 unit of insulin is the biological equivalent of 0.0347 milligrams of pure crystalline insulin. However, we still use the international unit because dosage and calculations would be too complicated using 0.0347 milligrams as a reference. Insulin concentration, U100 versus U40 versus U500. Insulin concentration is another important thing to understand. You may have seen numbers like U100, U40 or U500 on your insulin vials or pens. These numbers represent the insulin concentration or the insulin strength. In other words, they represent the number of units of insulin per milliliter of fluid. For example, U100 insulin has 100 units of insulin per milliliter of fluid. U40 insulin has 40 units of insulin per milliliter of fluid. U500 insulin has 500 units of insulin per milliliter of fluid. Simply put, the higher the number, the stronger the insulin. Before insulin pens were invented, different concentrations of insulin required different syringes, and you had U100 syringes, U40 syringes, and U500 syringes. This situation made it complicated for diabetic patients to understand insulin therapy, leading to numerous mistakes with sometimes severe consequences. That's why insulin concentration has now been standardized in the United States, and most human insulins are U100. Some patients with extreme insulin resistance may be prescribed U500 insulin. U40 insulin isn't used anymore for humans, however, this strength can still be found in veterinary insulins for dogs and cats, as well as in a few countries where it's still used for human patients. If you're traveling with diabetes and need to purchase insulin in a different country, always make sure to check the insulin concentration before use. If it's a different one than yours, you must absolutely be able to make the conversion. Otherwise, you'd inject too much or too little insulin, which can be extremely dangerous. In the United States, the only insulin sold for humans that's not a U100 is Humalog U200, but it's only sold with a quick pen, not in vials, so there's no possible confusion. How to convert insulin units to milliliters? Okay, here's where things get interesting. Reasons why you need to convert insulin units to milliliters are very limited. First, because of the standardization of insulin strength, almost all human insulins are now U100, containing 100 units of insulin per milliliter of fluid. However, knowing how to convert insulin units to milliliters may be helpful in the following situations. You find yourself with insulin in a different concentration when purchased in another country, for example. You're out of insulin syringes and need to draw insulin with a regular syringe that shows milliliters instead of units. You're using human insulin for your pets, which can sometimes be recommended by a veterinarian, and need to convert U100 insulin units to milliliters to find the correct U40 dosage. Converting insulin units to milliliters is quite simple. As said above, the concentration of insulin, the U number, indicates the number of insulin units in 1 milliliter of fluid. Let's take an example with standard U100 insulin. Converting milliliters to units. 1 milliliter is equal to 100 units of insulin. 2 milliliters is equal to 200 units of insulin, since you multiply 100 units with 2. 5 milliliters is equal to 500 units of insulin. Again, it is 100 times 5. Converting units to milliliters. 1 unit of insulin is 0.01 milliliters. That's 1 by 100. 20 units of insulin is equal to 20 multiplied by by 0.01 milliliters, which is 0.2 milliliters. 35 units of insulin is equal to 35 times 0.01 milliliters, which is equal to 0.35 milliliters. Let's take another example with 𝗪40 veterinary insulin. First, let's convert milliliters to units. 1 milliliter is equal to 40 units of insulin. 2 milliliters is equal to 80 units of insulin, since you multiply 40 units with 2. 5 milliliters is equal to 200 units of insulin. Again, you multiply 40 units with 5. Then, converting units to milliliters. 1 unit of insulin is equal to 0.025 milliliters, since you divide 1 unit with 40. 20 units of insulin is equal to 20 times 0.025 milliliters, which is equal to 0.5 milliliters. 35 units of insulin is equal to 35 times 0.025 milliliters, which is equal to 0.875 milliliters, and so on. We hope this was clear. However, if you have any uncertainties, don't hesitate to leave a comment in this video. Now, let's answer some of the most common questions that relate to insulin units. Number 1. How many milliliters are in a unit of insulin? That simply depends on the insulin strength. For 𝗪100 insulin, 1 unit of insulin equals 0.01 milliliters. For 𝗪40 insulin, 1 unit of insulin equals 0.025 milliliters. And for a 𝗪500 insulin, 1 unit of insulin equals 0.002 milliliters. Question 2. How many units of insulin are in a milliliter? Again, it depends on the insulin concentration. For 𝗪100 insulin, there are 100 units in 1 milliliter. For 𝗪40 insulin, there are 40 units in 1 milliliter. And for 𝗪500 insulin, there are 500 units in 1 milliliter. Question 3. How many units of insulin are in a vial? Again, how many units of insulin are in a vial depends on the insulin concentration and the size of the vial, of course. The simple math to find out how many insulin units are in your vial is to multiply the concentration U number by the number of milliliters in the vial. For example, a 10 milliliter vial of 𝗪100 insulin contains 100 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 1000 units of insulin. A 10 milliliter vial of 𝗪40 insulin contains 40 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 400 units of insulin. A 5 milliliter vial of 𝗪100 insulin contains 100 multiplied by 5, which is equal to 500 units of insulin. Question 4. The last question for today is how to convert insulin units to milligrams. There's not much point in converting insulin units to milligrams, but the conversion is simple, as 1 international unit of insulin is equal to 0.0347 milligrams of pure crystalline insulin. However, it does not mean that 0.0347 milligrams of insulin you draw from a vial equals 1 unit of insulin. Insulin sold at the pharmacy is dissolved or suspended with other components whose weight must be considered too, but it's only possible to find out if you're the manufacturer. So tell us, have you ever had to convert insulin units? If yes, for what specific reason? Also, how did you do it? Share your experiences, doubts, and stories in the comment section of this video. We'd love to hear from you. Lastly, if you want to store your precious meds like insulin or other injectables, please visit our website linked in the description of this video and get yourself one of the best cooling solutions to store your meds at fridge temperature while traveling or even for everyday use. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification button to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Stay cool and limitless.